Good morning, YouTube. I don't know if you heard the songbird, the mockingbird, in my brief little intro there before he flew off when he saw me wake up and enter the mobile home, the RV. I am safely in Brevard County. It was a white knuckle experience getting here, but I am here safe and sound. Vehicle's going to need some work, mechanically as well as physically. I cannot show too much about my location because the landlord has asked me to keep it on the hush and hush. He doesn't want people looking for me and coming here and causing trouble. So I can film inside the RV, but I won't be able to film too much outside the RV. I can film my normal van stuff when traveling and things like that, but you won't really see me filming around this area too much other than just inside the RV as I do the work repairing this place and rebuilding everything. You can see that John, the owner, has put all the parts back. I'm going to have to rebuild some of it, I think. This looks like it's all wet and bad. So I will probably try to rebuild some components if I can't remove the water damage. But he put everything back from that other room so I would have access to it. And that included stuff like these, all these mattresses and stuff. Or not mattresses, but cushions and whatnot that came from the RV before. So that'll save me a little bit of money, although it looks like there's one missing here. I think it's missing the upholstery. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to match. It's missing it. He said he got it reupholstered. So if he paid for it, he didn't finish one. So it's maybe hard to get a exact match on that, which is going to be kind of bad. Because you'll have everything all matched except one. But I am going to concentrate on trying to get the interior livable because mechanically I'm not very good, so I'm going to rely on Max to try to help me with that. But interior wise, I think I can. Well, first I'm going to have to clear all this stuff out so I have some working room. But I am going to try to rebuild the interior so it becomes livable, because right now I can't even walk in here. It is too much. And once I get this area, like the floor and stuff put in, installed, and straightened out, I can start to move into the RV. I spent last night sleeping inside Little Blue 2. But I'm hoping that maybe by tonight, I might actually be able to sleep in here, even though it's still kind of a mess. Or I might stay in Little Blue for a while until I can totally get this rigged and working correctly. But yeah, this is so exciting. I don't know if you can hear in the distance, the bird is singing. Can you hear him? He's singing. So if that bird is going to be here every day, I'm going to take it as a sign, because we had that songbird, the mockingbird, serenade us that night, and I woke up this morning to the mockingbird singing. My first morning here with the RV inside, and I'm going to take it as a sign that I am in the right place, exactly where I'm supposed to be, even though none of it made sense as it was happening. But I do know the mockingbird song is something that was important, because when I first had my divorce and got home at my sister's condo and was wondering what was going on with my life, what was going on, that sound, I don't know if you can hear it, is the mockingbird, was outside the window singing to me all night. And after I heard the song, I felt like everything was as it should be, even though I was decimated. I felt like my whole life had been turned upside down, and I had no clue the journey I was about to partake. And I didn't hear the mockingbird sing again till a couple weeks ago at that Walmart parking lot, where it woke me up at about 4 a.m. singing for 15-20 minutes. I only caught some of it online. I do want to show there is, oh, it just flew off. There was a woodpecker right outside the window at a tree. So I'll try to show you what I can without revealing the location, just because I don't want to make the landlord mad. You know, I'm not, he doesn't want people coming here. And especially with me being on YouTube, I have people trying to meet up with me or hunt me down. So I will have to kind of be a little stealthy in what I film and film interior shots without showing you too much outside. But it is a beautiful place surrounded by nature. And you know, I love nature. And the fact that I woke up on my first morning with the birds singing, serenading me again, ties everything together. So you can't hire a bird to do that. And I know some of you may not believe, but I believe everything happens for a reason, and even if they don't make sense at the time, they eventually will. So I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And for the first time in my life, in the past 10 years or so, 9 or 10 years, I feel like this is where exactly I'm supposed to be. And I have a home again. May not be much to look at right now, but in my eye, my mind's eye, this is going to be a work of beauty. It's all paid for, courtesy of the viewers of this channel and their kind friends. You know, for those of you who shared the GoFundMe on social media. So there may be some strangers or new subscribers that have come on board since then. But you've done something for me that has taken a very long time for me to get to this point, which is to feel I'm at home again. And this home is interesting because it's mobile. Once I get it, you know, running again, but within the 6 months, I've got to finish the registration and tag process because there was some messed up issues with that. But we're going to deal with that, you know, just one day at a time, one step at a time. And meanwhile, it did make the journey from Orlando all the way to Brevard County. And I'm at a perfect spot, just with the nature and the animals and the birds singing to me. I love it. Now, I just need to basically rebuild my life, rebuild the RV. And as long as I can maintain it, keep it running, you know, it is paid for courtesy of the viewers of this channel and, you know, their friends that was shared to on social media. So I appreciate that. If you want to help out, continue to share the GoFundMe, because obviously we are not yet there. I do have a new home, which is like a mansion compared to my minivan, but it obviously is going to need some work. But yeah, this is the kind of work that I don't mind doing, especially since this is going to be my new home, at least for a while, if not somewhat permanent. So I am so very excited and glad that this all fell out and went the way it did, because this is amazing, really. My biggest issue is going to be trying to figure out where all these parts go and possibly rebuilding them or just making my own layout. These were components that John and his crew ripped out of the vehicle, and they threw it back in here for me, you know, after I bought it. So I will at least have the pieces. I can use them as a template to make new pieces or try to reinstall them. Depends on whether or not they're still in good shape. But stuff like the ceiling, is like missing. So I gotta rip all this out and then check it for leaks, because obviously there was a leak here before. He says he sealed everything. That, in some ways it would have been better if I had seen it the way it was originally, because like right now I don't even have a clue. I know where some of it is I can look at. I'm thinking that piece probably went into the back, somewhere at the back along the center of the back, right there, the top area. So I can't even get through here anymore. So I'm gonna have to end up moving this stuff out somewhere, but I don't want it to get wet and destroyed in the rain. He had it stored in a room at his warehouse area, the owner here of the RV. I don't have that luxury. So him moving all this stuff in here was nice to have, but it's going to be a potential problem just because it's so big. And I'm looking at this big, huge piece of foam here, and I wonder if it's just because it hasn't been cut. Because unless it goes along the top over there, the top bedding area, that's what it might be for. So all this is going to have to be worked out. I need to figure things out, but I definitely need to clear this if I'm going to live in this RV. And I definitely need to patch things like the holes. So welcome to living in an RV. I guess before we live in an RV, though, it'll be more like welcome to rebuilding the RV. Oh boy, I wonder what I got myself into. It's a mess. I haven't even showed it to my wife yet. Maybe I should wait until I get it done. Oh man, oh man. What do you think? You think I got a good deal? Bad deal or what? I can tell you this. If I can get this fixed and working, this is not bad for a mobile home. And one that hopefully I can drive around. So, until next time, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for your continued prayers, kind thoughts, and your suggestions on what I should do. Because I am taking it all in and trying to figure things out as I go along. Looks like there's a second piece of metal here. So it looks like they had that, then they had a second piece of metal, but that's just the edge. And then they had like the wood or something there. Look at all these things. So I don't even know what's all here, and the ribbing and things like that. I don't know much about RVs. I guess I get to learn right now, or make up my own stuff. Have some ideas already for what to do with this thing, like with rain catchments and stuff, but I think I'm going to save that for another episode. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Bye-bye now.